Hello, welcome back to the Revit online training with me. We are going to discuss with this nested family we have created previously, and as well how to create rendered views and creating a render view template. As per discussion we had previously with this cupboard with the door handle, if the error occurs, please check your when you have brought in the family, the nested family. Remember, it's family within a family, so the handle is the nested family. If I check here at 600, please remember to type in the dimensions again for a door handle, as it's not being brought in from the model, from the other model you have created in. As seen, I have typed in where everything was 0. I just basically copied the same numbers and I've just placed it in here, while the cupboard is still 500 millimeter in length. So when I click apply, you can see my handle has adjusted. When the error occurred is when the handle itself was on 0. You can see the error comes in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this door handle the same values. So the door handle height is 150. Click and apply. And then you just click cancel, go back. And your values is 150, 40, and 25, and 50. So 150, 40, 25, 50, and the height of the handle is 750. And click apply, and then you will see your model has adjusted. Now we are all now in a happy place where the cupboard has now finally worked out. So this is a trouble you will get will face, but this is the easiest way to resolve a problem. Once you are done, we're going to load it into our kitchen designs. Going to save the family, and when everything has been adjusted and you override it with the parameters, you will be able to see that the handles have now been placed into the cupboard. Now our next step is to create a nice rendered views for the client, how to create sheets, and as well having your own title blocks. So I'm just going to make this, and on your side you can also make your kitchen a bit more beautiful. So I'm just going to go back to my floor plan, and I'm going to, for now, I'm just going to, with my view template, I'm going to tick my caseworks of my generic models on, and I'm going to click on apply and OK. Now I'm just going to adjust a little bit of my cupboard so it just looks a bit more neat for the client to see. And then as well, I'm going to create a similar of it. I'm going to click on that function, and when I tap the space bar on my keyboard, it will automatically rotate. I don't have to click and then click on a model again or the element again and then rotate it. You just use your space bar while you're still in the active view of placing the family. Click on it. I can see it's a bit too far, but the frontal view is still the same length as what that this one was. Just gonna bring this one a little bit back. So if I go to my 3D view, this is how it looks like, and I am more than happy with it. So now our next step will be, if I go to my floor plan, I'm going to use the camera option. So if I go to view, And then I'm going to go to 3D view, but don't click on the house, click on the drop down list. Use camera. So from this point I'm going to direct it for the kitchen to see. So the middle line is the direction you see, and the two lines on the outer sides of the center line, this is the width or the angle of the eye view you're going to have. Can I click on it? Now you can see there is my 3D of my kitchen. So I'm going to zoom up a bit. It's going to use this crop region just to crop a bit my views, and then here we go. Now I can see my stuff is not in the realistic option. So my visual graphics, I'm going to go there, the visual styles, I'm going to click on realistic, and now it's been placed under realistic. So if I go to graphics display options, here you can manipulate your rendered type of standards for your office or for yourself. So you can make it smooth lines. If I apply it, you can see my lines a bit more smooth. Transparency is just to make the whole model transparent, but you don't want that. And you got silhouettes if you want to. Shadows are very nice to play with. You can cast shadows if you want to. Now this is more for if there are windows, the sun will come in as well, and as well you can change the day of the time. We've got our sketchy lines, but we don't really want to use it. So we've got a depth queuing. Now depth queuing is to do with how farther the model is, the more grey it will be, as if it's disappearing, and then how nearer the elevation is, or the elements are, it will display more darker. And then we've got our lighting, and just close some of the others as well. Then we've got our lighting. So in the lighting you can change the settings of the sun. Now let's say it's a single day. You can set your location if you want to, and the time of it. Or what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna use South Africa. There we go. I'm just gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna say okay. Now I'm going to change the sun settings a little bit. Now you can see as it changes the times, it will have an effect of the sun. Now it's at PM. So if I go to AM, you can see the sun is now over the model. Now you can see it's casting the shadows. And this is much more for realistic and presentation purposes. I click on OK. So as well, you can have photographic exposure if you want to, color correction of the images. You can make it a bit brighter if you want to, and the shadows can be a bit more darker, and so forth. And the background, you can use the sky or the image of the sky. I will use the gradients, and when I click apply, this is what's going to happen. Let's make this one a little bit more darker, and then with this you can play around if you want to. I see this is a bit too high for me, so what I'm going to do is with the color correction I am going to make it a bit more darker. I'm just going to reset everything. There we go. And my sun, I'm going to change it a little bit more. Once done, you can create your own template as it, save as a view template, and you can say 3D interior renders. Now you've created your own renders view template based on what you want to see. So you can turn off your casework if you want to, your ceilings, the walls, and so forth. Click on OK, and OK, and this is your rendered image, how it's going to look like. And once done, you can use this photorealistic images of the building model on your time if you want to, and place it on a sheet for your client. For this purpose, we're just going to show settings, how it looks like, and now we can create sheets. So if you scroll down in your project browser and you right click on sheets, you can say new sheets. So here we have to create our own title blocks, but for now use the system one that's been built in. To place views on a sheet, you have to go to the sheet and then make sure your sheet is active. You go all the way up with what floor you want to put in, or the 3D view. For now, I want to place in the 3D view we have created. As you can see, this is how it's going to look like. Remember to place in your 3D interior view template in. So this is how it's going to look like when you have created your rendered image. So our next step will be then to place in our floor level. You can see it's a bit too big, so what we're going to do is with the crop region, show crop region, and I'm just going to bring it to what I just really want to see. Hide your crop region if the lines will make you confused, and I'm going to change the scale of this view. So how to do that, we're going to go to our view template, then we can select it and say 1 to 50. Please note this will adjust all of your floor plans that's been assigned to this view template to that scale. So tick off the include, so it doesn't include all of the views but rather just with this one. Click apply, and then your view has adjusted accordingly. There you can see your option is now open. You can make it 50, apply, and your view has been adjusted. If you're done and you are satisfied with the views and the template as well assigned to it, and displays neat, and dimensions been placed in for the client, and just for the client to see how it looks like, and as well how the end results might be. To save this, we are going to go to File, we're going to go to Print, Print it. There is a PDF writer called Qt PDF Writer. If you do not have it, go to Google and just type in Qt PDF Writer download and download it for you. And once downloaded, just restart your Revit. Just make sure you save everything before closing, and then your Qt PDF Writer will then display. So with Qt PDF Writer, you can create your views in PDF format that you can send it out to clients and for them to print at Postnet or any other digital printing stations. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it on current view because it's our active view. We're going to go to settings, and then the paper size, it's, let's say it is an A1, ISO A1. Do not say fit to page because it will affect the scale. What you're going to do is you're going to say zoom and keep it on 100%. Keep the paper placement in center. Raster quality must be high, or you can do it presentations, no problem. And please keep it on color since we have a rendering image on. Click on OK. If you want to make sure it looks is going to print out correctly, go to preview. Since we have a rendered image, this warning will pop up. It will ask Revit will use raster printing because it's views using shades, shadows, point clouds, sketching lines, depth, skewings, or gradients. So this is just to let you know there are rendered images. So you just say close, and you can say OK. A1 is a bit too small. So I go back to print, go to setup. Let's say I'm going to have to use A0, and if it still doesn't work, this is just for practice information for you, since I don't have the standard size at this moment of an A1 paper or an A0 paper. So I'm going to go to A0, just say no, and OK. Before you click OK, let's go to preview first. Now you can see the A0 does fit in. So I'm happy with the outcome. I'm going to go to print. I print it. It will ask you now where do you want to save this PDF. So once done, you can send this PDF to your client via email, or as well for me, if you want me to check your work, everything placed on title blocks, you can create a PDF and then you can just send a PDF for me via email. And this is how we create electronical drawings which the clients can go and print out and for contractors to use on site and build it from this PDF file we have created. Thank you.